We broke the story of that air traffic controller alone and falling asleep on the job. 2 planes having to land in Washington, D.C. without any help. And tonight, a look at the skies. Every small plane there in the air right now over the U.S. This evening, our correspondent asks just how many of these planes are relying on air traffic controllers working alone. And we've learned there could be major changes because of this. Jim Sciutto on it again tonight. Jim, good evening.
Good evening, David. We found out today that controller, a supervisor with 20 years experience, 17 here in the tower at Reagan National, was asleep on the job. And it's raising hard questions when you're flying in, particularly at night, how many people are on duty, and crucially, are they ready? The controller, a 20-year veteran with a previously unblemished professional record, told investigators today he was fast asleep while 2 commercial jets on approach tried repeatedly to contact him. Tonight, the NTSB confirmed he was working his 4th consecutive overnight shift, adding, quote, human fatigue issues are one of the areas being investigated. But it's happened before. 2 years ago, another controller mistakenly locked himself out of the same tower for 15 minutes, leaving the tower unmanned. Today, Transportation Secretary Ray LaHood, described as furious, immediately required 2 controllers on duty here going forward. But the FAA told ABC News today there are 30 airports around the country that at times have only 1 controller on duty. The FAA wouldn't identify them, but we've learned one is Richmond, Virginia.
But if you make an immediate decision to add a 2nd controller here, why not do the same at those 29 other airports around the country?
Well, this is critical airspace.
Bob Richards, who worked 22 years as a controller at Chicago's O'Hare Airport, America's 2nd busiest, told us 2 controllers should be the bare minimum anywhere.
Common sense, basically. You need 2 controllers to do 2 things. 1 controller would be working, let's say, an emergency flight that's having some type of problem, and the other person would be there to coordinate the emergency equipment, coordinating with the airlines.
Fatigue and staffing have long plagued air traffic controllers. The NTSB put addressing fatigue on its most wanted safety list.
But the NTSB has said this is not just a nice thing. They said it's a necessary thing and a priority, so something that needs to be changed.
Well, professionalism would dictate that anyone who doesn't think they're fit to work should tell us that they're not fit to work.
The FAA is reviewing staffing at those 29 airports, and we're learning just now more of them: San Diego, Sacramento, Tucson, but they won't say how quickly and how many will be changed. David, we will keep pressing them.
So, Jim, the FAA acknowledging to you that there should be at least 2 controllers everywhere, but no promise to change it tonight?
Well, the FAA acknowledging that there should be at least 2 controllers here at Reagan National, a crucial airspace. But when I said, isn't the airspace at all airports crucial, they said, well, they're focusing on this one from now, and they'll be looking at the others going forward.
All right, Jim Sciutto pressing the FAA tonight. Jim, thank you.